Yo, what's up, guys? What's going on? Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, wherever the hell you are. So, a lot of people upset today, huh? A lot of people upset. A lot of people wondering, Rob, what happened with this market and who crashed this market? Why? Who's responsible? Well, let me tell you.
It was me.
Oh man. People blaming me in the comment section of videos, taking their temper tantrums out. It's a good time. It's a good time. All right. So, Jasmy on the 4-hour, guys. Oh, look at this. H. Barbarina sends a super chat right off the top. Token of appreciation for what you do. Hey, man. Thank you so much, my friend. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for the support. It really, really does mean a lot, guys. It does. Especially days like today, you get a little beat up in the comment section. People want to take their anger out on somebody, so you end up being that punching bag. So it's awesome. It means a lot to have that, have you guys supporting the channel. So, Funky, what's up, buddy? Good to see you, man. Good to see you. Jetpack, the future is now. Happy Friday, everyone. Yes, happy Friday. Let's watch a little hockey tonight. Yes, I'm Canadian. Let's watch a little maybe WWE SmackDown, see what the Bloodline's doing. We the ones, right? See what's going on there, and we'll just forget about the market being red, right? Ain't no thing but a chicken wing on a string. Guys, as always, please make sure that you hit the like and subscribe to the channel. It helps the channel grow, and it means a lot. H. Barbarina, hey, Rob, heard you the reason the market is down. People make those comments shouldn't be in this type of environment in my books. You were fantastic. Thank you so much. You're absolutely right. People need to train their emotions before they get into crypto. That's for sure. Beebs, what's up, brother? What's going on, man? Rob, thanks for the guidance on our one-on-one yesterday. Much appreciated. Hey, no problem, man. I got your back, man. Oh, I got your back. Ty, what's up, man? Hey, Rob, market looks like it's recovering some. I saw an analyst that thinks we could go lower, though. Yeah, we could. That's the thing, right? We could go lower. It's possible. So, yes, absolutely. We could go. I said the other day, I said about 2 days ago, I said we could go as far as 87K in my books. I didn't think it was realistic at the time, but it's certainly becoming a little more realistic now. But you see, guys, this is why I say you have to always, on a daily basis, be paying attention to what's happening in the market, because it can look like it's going great and things look like they're going up, and then 2 days later, everything's going to hell, and vice versa. Everything could be going to hell like right now, and 2 days from now, everything could be pumping to the upside. That's why you have to pay attention on a daily basis to the market, right? I woke up today, looked at my portfolio, grabbed my coffee, and bought the dip. That, my friend, is how babies are made. I think you told this was going to happen, just another dip. Yes, exactly. I've been talking about this for the better part of a week, I think. Damn scam. No kidding, dumb money. No kidding, brother. Go Notre Dame. There you go, man. There you go. Exactly, 100%. GSD, Jasmy might turn green during this live stream. Yes, the Crypto Future live stream pump. We're sitting on the 4-hour right now. Let's go. We have, it looks as though, it looks like we've kind of found our local bottom here on Jasmy. It kind of looks that way. I want to see us pump up above the 200-day SMA at 3 cents. 3 cents 446. That's what I want to see there. If we go over to the daily time frame, yeah, look at that. Look at the daily time frame, guys. Look at that. We have started to turn. Look how far down we went, and now look, we're turning green, baby. Let's pump to the upside. Let's close this candle above the 30-day SMA at 3 cents 649. That's what I want to see on the daily time frame for Jasmy. Play this golden cross out so we can start our move to the upside. Yeah, y'all forgot about this, huh? Here's the thing, guys, that I really want to keep in perspective for you guys, okay, that are feeling down and out. This falling wedge pattern that we have right here, this is a bullish structure that breaks to the upside, first of all. Second of all, golden cross is about to happen with the 100-day getting ready to cross over the 200-day SMA down here, okay? Those are two mega bullish signs for a pump to the upside on JASMY, okay? So do not fret, my pet. Everything will be fine. Madness, the macho man. From the UK, I'm dumping JASMY in March. Yeah, hey, March seems like a pretty good time frame. I have something very, very interesting that I want to show you guys from the last bull run to put things in perspective a little bit for you too. So stay tuned for that, guys. It's going to make you go, right? Beebs, Rob, do you think the Fed's announcing only 2 rate cuts in 2025 pushes us back a couple of months? No, I don't. I really don't. I think in 2 weeks from now, nobody's going to care about those 2 rate cuts. They're only being 2. And here's the thing, Beebs. Here's the thing, brother. He said that they planned on only doing 2 rate cuts next year. That's not cemented that there's only going to be 2 rate cuts next year. He said that that's the plan, right? Every month they have to reassess the data. And if the data comes up that they need to do more than 2 rate cuts, then they'll probably do more than 2 rate cuts, right? Which actually could act as a pretty big catalyst next year. If they throw in, if we get through the first quarter of next year, let's say we get into April and they're like, you know what, we need to do a rate cut after the first quarter, and they throw a random extra rate cut in there, that's going to pump the market, man, right? Jose, hey Rob, good afternoon from London. London in the house. What's up, my friend? Good to see you. Good to see you. Rob became a Patreon member on YouTube yesterday. Still have to do a separate membership on Patreon. You don't have to. For the Patreon tier level on YouTube, you get all of the pre-recorded Patreon content, like the pre-recorded stuff, the videos. Like I think I put up a video yesterday dropping 3 small cap gems for you guys yesterday. But if you want to get in on the on the group video calls that we do every night, and you want to get in on the one-on-ones and stuff like that, then definitely just switch over to the Patreon. That's what I'd recommend. You get more with that. So that's what I would recommend. William, what's up, buddy? Good to see you as always, my friend. Just found your channel and I already love your content. Jeff, we love you being here, my friend. We love you being here, brother. Welcome to the family, man. Keegan, what's up, buddy? Good to see you, man. Good to see you. We may go lower than 87K. Yes, that's absolutely right. We could. We very well could. It is entirely possible. I mean, I'm hoping we don't. But, guys, at the end of the day, it doesn't change our timeline, right? The market is supposed to top. The market's supposed to top between September and October of next year. That hasn't changed at all, right? So if you zoom out, and I know people get tired of hearing the whole zoom out thing, but if you zoom out, it rings true. Nothing has changed. Not a single thing has changed, right? So it's all good in the hood, right? It's all Rob's fault. It is my fault. Hey, Jeff, do you think something will happen to the innovation zone? Would BNB this coming from quarter? This is Kennedy from San Francisco. I don't know if you're asking me or if you're asking Jeff in the chat, but or if you're just saying, oh, you're saying hi to Jeff. I get it. Okay. Yeah, I think there's a very strong possibility that JASMY gets removed from the monitoring zone the first week of January. I do very firmly believe that, yes. Balaclava, hey, Rob, you got news on Jemmy and its relationship with JASMY? Yeah, actually, I showed a bit of a post from NeoXtrix there, and he confirmed that there is no connection between Jemmy and JASMY. There isn't any, right? Jemmy is using Jemmy decided to try to onboard JASMY's community by trying to associate itself with JASMY. There is no association. Hara did his AMA, and Jemmy, a representative from Jemmy, was on the AMA, but there is no tie, there is no affiliation, there is no. Jemmy is not only Jemmy, is it not created or any part of the JASMY team? It's not even on the JASMY network. It's on Solana. In no way is that coin associated with JASMY. It does not benefit the JASMY ecosystem in any way, shape, or form. They didn't even launch it inside the JASMY ecosystem. They launched it on Solana, right? So there's nothing with this coin that benefits the JASMY community at all. Nothing. The JASMY ecosystem, right? In fact, they're getting bad reviews because they pretended to be associated with JASMY. So they're getting, I'll show you, I have a metric here that I'm going to show you in a bit that they're actually getting very bad reviews. Alex, what's up, buddy? Good to see you, man. Good to see you. So yeah, so over here, JASMY looking okay on the daily time frame. We flipped green on the day. If we go have a look over at Bitcoin. So Bitcoin, same thing. Seems like we've hit a local bottom here, guys. Finally, right? We're climbing our way back out, 97,000, almost 600. Let's get back above the 200-day SMA. It seems to be looking like it's trying to play a bit of a resistance game on the 4-hour. So I want to see a break above that. Going over to the daily time frame. Same thing as with JASMY's daily time frame. Look how far down we wicked, almost perfectly down to this line at $91,974, right? A perfect retest, and then right back up inside the channel, right? So very bullish hammer candle. This is a bullish candle, guys. When something wicks down this far and the wick is this long on the downside, that's very bullish. That is a lot of buying pressure, right? That brought that right back up again. That was a complete rejection of a dump by the bulls, right? Boom, to the upside. So very, very bullish looking on the daily time frame. RSI, guys, as well, is starting to get very either neutral or oversold on both time frames for both projects, both Bitcoin and JASMY. So thanks, Rob. That was sus. 2 on Jemmy. Tried to, yeah, exactly. Micro dips, Rob. Why'd you go to make the market red? Had to keep you guys on your toes, brother. Had to keep you on your toes. What is going on, brother? What's going on? Just a whole bunch of nothing, right? A whole bunch of nothing. Ain't no thing but a chicken wing. Yeah, market's turning around. Let's have a look at the bubbles, guys. Look at the bubbles. Miria up 14.5%. KASPA's up 5.2%. It seems we have found our local bottom. The market is starting to turn around. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. Yeah, everything's turning green. Miria is pumping hard, 14.5% up. See, guys, Pith up 4.5%. That's it. I was saying, guys, buy the dip. Not financial advice. You do you, boo-boo. But people who had bought these dips, starting to turn around for them now. Yep, Miria turned green, 100%, brother. 100%. Things are looking healthy. All right, let's get into some news. While the market pumps, the crypto future live stream is in full effect. ARK Invest CEO Kathy Wood says the probability of Bitcoin reaching 1 million to 1.5 million by 2030 has increased because of institutional demand.
To go here, do you still sort of see Bitcoin really hitting some of those lofty milestones that you've talked about before? I mean, 100,000 is still a long way from 1 million. I do kind of wonder how much further you think this could actually go.
Well, what's interesting about Bitcoin today, now that we're going to get more regulatory green lights, we're seeing institutional investors focus on this new asset class. And as they're learning about it, they're saying, wait a minute, this new asset class, or this component of a new asset class, Bitcoin, is going to reach 21 million units out there, 21 million Bitcoin out there at its peak, and no more from there on. Where are we now? We're already above 19.5 million units. And so if institutional investors are looking at this new asset class more seriously. And Bitcoin is really the first of its kind in a new asset class and will be, we believe, the biggest opportunity of them all.
Yeah.
They must consider an allocation. And so supply demand, they're doing the arithmetic, and we see 1 million to 1.5 million by 2030. That the probability of that has increased because of institutional.
Okay, so that's 6 years from now. And I understand the supply-demand dynamics, but Kathy, I'm sure you're also very aware of some of the main criticisms that there really is no, I guess, fundamentals, if you will, at least in the traditional sense of how we try to value stocks or hard assets here. So beyond the speculative nature of I buy this and someone will buy it for more than me down the road, is there anything else there that gooses this beyond just that supply-demand equation?
Well, I think it's a very big idea, and it's not just speculative. It's a global monetary system that is rules-based, it is private, it is digital, it is decentralized, and it is backed by the largest computer in the world, or the largest computing system. It's the most secure network in the world. So that's very important. Gold would be in the same category. Gold is a store of value. And it is fairly scarce. What's interesting, in the last year, with the last halving this April, the increase in Bitcoin, the number of Bitcoin per year, the percentage increase, dropped to roughly 0.9% per year. That is below the 1% long-term growth in the supply of gold. So it is becoming even more scarce than gold. And the difference between gold and Bitcoin is when the gold price goes up, as it has, production goes up, the rate of increase in the supply goes up. That cannot happen with Bitcoin. It is mathematically metered to go up now 0.9% per year for the next 4 years, and then the supply growth will be cut in half again. So we think you can use gold as a guide in terms of what this asset class is right now, at least. It's very definitely a store of value, a digital store of value, and it's a very big idea from our point of view. You can also go to our big ideas, arkinvest.com, Big Ideas 2023, and see how we get to that $1.5 million by 2030 in our bull case.
Rebecca, let me bring you back.
I agree with her, guys. I think we will see a $1 to $1.5 million Bitcoin. Maybe not by 2030, probably by 2033, because 2033 will be the 2 bull runs from now. But that's 100%. I believe that. How do they know which ones to put hats on? It's just random, brother. It's just random. Some of them have hats. Some of them have little presents, little Christmas presents. Don't you make my Jasmy go down. The Santa hats. Yes. Magic Power. What's going on? Good to see you, man. Good to see you. Tyler's in the house. What's up, man? Axie, AXS, fake Bitcoin creator, fake Toshi, Craig Wright gets sentenced to a year in to a year in prison. Craig Wright, who falsely claimed. Yeah, I read an article on that last night, last night's live stream. Pretending to be Satoshi Nakamoto gets locked up in prison. Didn't they take a bunch of his money too? Because he's like a multimillionaire, and they took his money too, didn't they? Something like that. Chris, what's up, brother? Good to see you, man. Jetpack says, hey, Rob. How do you feel about Google's new quantum technology possibly having the ability to hack Bitcoin? I don't think it has the ability to hack Bitcoin. I really don't. And honestly, how I feel about the quantum computing, I'm very, very bullish on it. In fact, Jetpack, quantum computing is actually one of the other things we're going to be doing a lot of research into and a lot of investing in the bear markets over on the Patreon. So absolutely, brother, I'm very bullish on it. I'm going to really do some deep dives into it once this bull market is kind of done. I'm really going to sink my teeth into this technology, learn all about it, so that we can talk about it over on the Patreon. We can get a deep dive analysis on it. We can figure out, how we can invest in it, because I think it is going to be big. I think it is going to be big, brother. Kathy has always called for a $1 million Bitcoin, and I agree. Yep, 100%. 100% agree, man. All right, what else do we have? Little Onyx coin update for you guys, little XCN. We're currently doing some testing with the Onyx DAO Community Forum and manual approvals. Expect some tasks for the public Zealy and ambassadors related to the forum in the coming days as we continue to expand their presence in the community. Big things coming for the ambassador program. I look forward to asking Wes all about this on Sunday. If you don't know and you're new here, guys, Wes is a Onyx Coin ambassador. He is a contributor to the channel. He's here every Sunday at 8 p.m. Central, and we do a XCN Onyx Coin live stream. So make sure you're here for that. Got some bullish Miria news, guys. Miria is now on Interact campaign. 550 USDT total prizes. So another contest over on Miria. Step into the Miriaverse, guys. Miria building out a metaverse. You love to see it, guys. Guys, I am so bullish on Miria. I think people are sleeping on this project. It's going to just explode, man. It's going to explode. Another reminder, guys, the AMA that Hara did with CoinRabbit happened this morning. I am going to be playing a pre-recorded video. It's just basically going to be the AMA playing out. So if you want to listen to his AMA, he did 2 AMAs in the last 48 hours. He did one for Bybit and one for CoinRabbit. I have 2 videos coming out covering both of those AMAs. So stay tuned for those as well. A little bit of a reminder there. What else do we have? France's 5th largest bank to launch Bitcoin and crypto purchases for its 35 million customers in 2025. So there you go. France's largest bank getting into custodying crypto. Hester Pierce, SEC Commissioner Hester Pierce hints that in-kind redemptions may be coming to the Bitcoin ETFs.
I'm kind of curious because you said you were open to reconsideration on those points under a new chair. I suspect that would be a pretty easy thing to consider in day one as well, since you've already looked at that. How likely is something like that, whether it's in-kind redemptions for Bitcoin ETFs or ETH ETFs when it comes to staking? How likely are those changes potentially to pass?
Well, again, it's something that people raise with me pretty frequently. So I imagine that question is going to be posed to us early on. And as I said, I'm open to reconsidering both in-kind and staking to think about, again, how can you allow people to design the products in the way that's most useful to the investors in those products. Certainly if you're able to, I mean, if it changes from a majority of commissioners who don't want things to go through to a majority of commissioners who do want things to go through, then yeah, it's easier.
Shots fired at Gary Gensler. You love to see it. You love to see it. The Hawk Tua girl, Haley Welch, issues a statement after being sued over her meme coin crashing 95% just hours after launch. So she's trying to be all supportive and stuff now, saying, oh, if you lost money, please contact my lawyer here and he'll help you. Yeah, she knows she's going to prison for what she did, guys. That's why, like, guys, you can't mess around with some of these meme coins, right? If you're going to dabble in meme coins, you got to stick with the established ones. You run a high risk with these unestablished meme coins, right, of getting ripped off. President-elect Trump's his project, right, World Liberty Finance, purchased over 759 Ethereum for $2.5 million, bringing its total holdings to 16,363 Ethereum. Smart money knows when markets are down and everyone is panicking that it's time to look. Donald Trump DCA'd today, guys. Did you? Right? Keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. All right, what else do we have? All right, Squawk Box. JP Morgan's Gabriela Santos on the 2025 outlook on the cyclical storm into the policy fog.
And Gabriela Santos, she is Chief Market Strategist for the Americas at JP Morgan Asset Management. And Gabriela, I just want you to help us understand what's happening this morning. It's been a very interesting week, a lot of things happening since the Fed meeting, and the market's really getting roiled a bit. We look at the futures down pretty significantly this morning. I know it's a triple witching day, but how much of this is what Jay Powell had to say at the Fed meeting the other day? How much of this is what's happening in Washington and the uncertainty there? How much of this is triple witching? And has the overall view of the market actually changed this past week?
Becky, I think it's a combination of all of those three things. The first, on the Fed itself, high for longer was not unexpected. But the reason why the shift in the economic forecast brought back inflation and signaled to investors that it's high for longer, but perhaps for the wrong reason.
Higher for longer for the wrong reason. And by the way, you may not be getting any more cuts. That was the message I heard.
And the market pricing and probabilities, thinking of, well, maybe I need to reduce my expectations of cuts, or maybe even at some point next year, we could bring back the conversation about hikes. And to us, that was not really justified. We had actually been expecting a higher upgrade to economic forecasts that barely budged for next year, only moved up 10 basis points. We think it's much more about the economic resilience versus the inflation forecast, which moved up 30 basis points for next year and 20 basis points the year after, which to us doesn't seem justified by the data, seems more, as Chair Powell acknowledged, a conversation about tariffs, which brings us to the second big reason, which is really the policy fog on the other part of DC. I think the market had priced in a lot of the good stuff from the next administration, and now has swung the pendulum to the other side about focusing on some of the less favorable aspects from an equity perspective. And it just kind of keeps swinging back and forth until we get to a good understanding of the details. And then lastly, frankly, I think it's just, you know, the end of the year, we had such a strong rally in the market.
Right, people may be selling.
It's just a little bit of fatigue. And especially, right, from mid-September up until the beginning of December, we had perhaps a little bit too much of an increase in certain deep, cyclical, small cap parts of the market that perhaps became a little overdone.
So has your view of the market changed this week?
Frankly, no. We called our 2025 outlook out of the cyclical storm and into the policy fog. Out of the cyclical storm, an acknowledgement that really overlying the economy is pretty good. It's just kind of normalizing its growth rate and its patterns. But especially in the first half of the year, we're coming into a policy fog in DC, and where we need to kind of round out our decimal points here in terms of growth, inflation, and rates expectations. Overall, we're still feeling bullish about equities, about corporate credit. It's just that I think the market in the very short term tends to think about absolutes, and there's a lot more nuance and uncertainty.
So what do you tell people to do? I mean, we're not far from all-time highs, really, if you're looking at it. But what do you tell people to do here? Do you buy? Do you wait for a bigger dip?
So I think it's really what you buy. So if we look at investor portfolios, I do think there's been a very strong, of course, rally in the market for 2 years. Portfolios to begin with might have gotten tilted much more to the equity side. So for some investors, don't need to do anything. It's much more about looking at the stealth unbalancing beneath the surface, right? A lot of tilt to growth. And then recently, investors dipping their toes in deep cyclical, deep value, small cap kind of stocks,
which is deep value. Give us an example of that. I know you don't like to go names, but help us.
So I think there was an expectation that all of the good stuff of policy would re-accelerate growth, re-accelerate earnings, and all of a sudden you could have the kind of high beta stocks that do well when you're just coming out of a recession, re-accelerating do well, which is not what we're describing. We're really describing an improvement in earnings, but there was slower economy.
When we were looking after the Fed's reaction yesterday, I guess Wednesday, if you looked at the small cap stocks, the Russell 2000, they were off by 4.4%, that index. So it was off by even more on the expectation that, okay, if we're not going to lower rates anymore, those lower rates that small businesses really need are never going to make it to them. It's the big businesses that can continue to operate in this environment. Is that still the case? Do you agree with that?
I think large cap, small cap is the perfect example of this. So it's that rates aren't going down as much, but also that policy isn't going to be so supportive that you get a massive growth in earnings reacceleration.
So do you like bigger stocks over smaller stocks?
In the middle.
Mid cap.
So I think that's the nuance of the conversation, is that in the short term, it can be very binary and very extreme. Either it's large or it's small, but actually there's a lot more nuance and there's a middle ground. And that example of mid caps is a good way to capture that.
So we were talking to someone the other day who mentioned that if you have big gains and you want to sell a stock, you might do that at the beginning of the year, because then you can wait another year to pay the taxes, the capital gains on that. That's a suggestion that you could see a lot more chaos come January. You agree with that? You believe in something like that? Because if I'm seeing this and I'm thinking that could happen in January, I might wait a couple of weeks.
And that's always the trick about waiting, right? I mean, people could have waited from the first all-time high we hit earlier this year up until the 57. So take that with a grain of salt. But yes, we do see a lot of focus on the tax conversation from our clients. And I think for some, it's still that conversation about either end of year, beginning of year. But really, the bigger shift we've seen in asset management is much more active, frequent tax loss harvesting strategies that might limit some of these moves earlier in the year. But of course, taxes are an important consideration. And a lot of portfolios had gotten very tilted, and there's work to do to just bring things a little bit more in balance between the extremes here.
2025 gains going to hit harder than 10 DMX songs, guys. I'm telling you. All right, what else do we have? Let's catch up on the chat. Ty says, I heard a rumor that Veracity might be listed on Binance and Kraken. Would be huge for the project. They need a big exchange listing. Yes, would be massive. Would be massive. I agree. I am bullish on Veracity. Quantum computers will need to have a 20x in reader in computing power before it possesses a threat to BTC. Yes. Speaking of quantum computing, I've owned IonQ since it was introduced in the stock market, and man, it just recently woke up. Nice, Beebs. Magic power. Stack them sats. Absolutely, man. Angela, I used to panic when the market dumped, and it doesn't faze me anymore. It's great to see your coins move up. Think long term. 100%, man. That is how it's done. Bitcoin battles support levels as leverage wiped out punishes longs. Bitcoin sought relief on December 20th after Wall Street opening as a sharp leverage flush continued to impact late bullish traders. Data from Cointelegraph Markets Pro and TradingView showed BTC USD climbing back above $96,000 on Bitstamp. Despite a 1.5% daily decline, Bitcoin created challenging trading conditions, revisiting $92,000 lows from earlier in December, hitting long positions hard. The cascade of support loss has indeed occurred. Noted trader and analyst Wrecked Capital on X added Bitcoin is now down 15% on this pullback. Red Capital had previously cautioned about potential corrections during the bull markets, typically occurring 6 to 8 weeks after breaking prior all-time highs. He remarked that the current dip almost matches a similar event from 2021. These corrections tend to last a few weeks, he explained. Also, there tend to be up to 4 price discovery corrections at most until the bull market ends. So guys, this is going to happen multiple times, right? This is the first price discovery correction in this cycle, which means it is an optimal reaccumulation opportunity with a high probability of price reversal to the upside. Liquidation data painted a stark picture for crypto traders. Monitoring resource CoinGlass reported a $1.4 billion liquidations across the crypto market over the past 24 hours. Analyzing the source of Bitcoin's short-term weakness, crypto quant contributor J.A. Martin highlighted sell-side pressure originating from the United States. So this is America's fault. Coinbase, the largest U.S. exchange, showed particularly strong selling activity. Martin shared on X that the Coinbase premium, the price difference between Bitcoin and Coinbase and Binance, remained significantly negative. As Bitcoin continues to test key support levels, traders are closely watching for signs of a reversal or further downside risk. So this is going to happen multiple times throughout a cycle, guys. So get used to it. Lord of the Realm, what's up, brother? Good to see you, man. Good to see you. All right, what else do we have? So let's get rid of that. So there's something I wanted to show you guys for a little bit of perspective. Okay, now let me show you something here, okay? Let me show you something. Come with me on a journey. Shall we go on a journey? Okay, look at this. Now, a lot of people are wondering when altcoin season, okay? Well, let's have a look at 2021, the last bull run, okay? Right here. Now, this is going to surprise you a little bit, most likely, okay? Because now this chart is called the others chart, okay? So this is the market cap of every altcoin outside the top 10, okay? So the market cap of the crypto altcoins, with the exception of the top 10, are taken out. Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, all that's taken out, okay? The top 10. So this is the market cap of the altcoins, okay? Now look, this is the last bull run. And right here, look at this. Friday, December 20th, 2020. That is exactly today in this cycle. We are on the 20th of this cycle, okay? And look what happened to the altcoin market cap. It rose between December 20th and May 21st, 953%. 953% run on the altcoin market cap starting on this very day in the last cycle, right? Things slowly creeped up for about a week and then boom, big jump up. Then it really started to run, guys. So that's how close we are to altcoin season starting to kick up. That's what this represents, altcoin season, okay? And the funny thing is, guys, so we went to May, right? Ran up that much till May, and then we saw from the wick here down to the bottom in July, from May to July, we saw the market crash about 61%, okay? Which we talk about over on the Patreon. We talk about a big dip during the spring, okay? And then look at that. We go on to set an even higher high, correcting all the way back up between July and November, where we are anticipating September, October, November, the top of the market cycle being rallied another 240%, okay? So that's what we're in store for, guys, if this rhymes, right? It doesn't have to mirror exactly. The point of it is what we're on this very day in the last bull run is when altcoin market cap started to work its way up finally, right? It kicked into high gear in January and February and then ran all the way until May before seeing that big correction, right? So you're about to see a few months of massive face melting, smack your mama gains, okay? So chill out, man, right? Chill out, right? See, who's got two thumbs and brings you all the positive news? This guy, right? So yeah, so there you have it, guys. Very, very interesting stuff, right? See, I told you I had something good for you. I told you I had something good for you guys, right? We deliver on this channel. Darius Dale explains crypto is an important asset class to millennials trying to get rich. Treasury bonds being the worst.
So let's pick up on that conversation. I don't know if you heard just in this last block, talking about the Western world imploding. Most of it's based, economic things, but they're really, particularly in Europe. Is that part of this sort of fourth turning thing?
Well, the whole Western world sort of fourth turning cycles are sort of linked now because of World War II as a function of the previous fourth turning. And so for those who may have missed our last segment, what the fourth turning is a regime of great institutional and geopolitical change. And we're in one of those regimes right now. And the reason for that is because people are pissed off. They know the system isn't working for them. And they're hiring people like Donald Trump and Elon Musk to come find solutions.
And this is what happens during that, right? You get more fiscal support, policymakers, you get monetary debasement, fiscal repression, financial repression, rather. Oh, is this good or bad, though? Jim Grant was on yesterday talking about this as well.
Well, it's great if you're a rich asset holder. It sucks if you are not a rich asset holder, and this is why we continue to see so much political volatility, not just here in the U.S., but also around the rest of the world, because everyone is starting to figure that out.
So if you're not rich, then you want to try to get rich, right?
Exactly.
That investing during the fourth turning.
Can I touch this?
Yeah.
This is why this asset class is so important to people my age, the millennials, because they understand that the system is not working for them, and they're basically making a gambling bet on it.
For those who are listening on radio, he just circled crypto. But you're saying, stocks, credit, crypto, commodities, you're bearish on bonds in the U.S. dollar.
Yeah, eventually. I mean, we'll see about the U.S. dollar. If Doge can do what Doge is purported to do, which we have skepticism regarding. However, if it is successful, then we may actually see a stronger U.S. dollar as a function of that. But generally speaking, Treasury bonds are probably going to continue to be the worst asset class in this fourth turning regime.
Great stuff, my man.
Crypto, very important moving forward, guys. Very important to millennials. Check this out as well. Moon Lambo, XRP content creator, fantastic guy in my opinion. He says, as someone who's been holding XRP for over 7 years, while the price has been well under $1 for almost 100% of the time, and having never sold a single XRP ever, I must say, I find it amusing that people are freaking out that XRP dropped to $2.15. It was 49 cents 6 weeks ago. Have some perspective. 100%. 100%. Very colorful guy. Very colorful guy. What do we got, guys? Check this out. Little quick tutorial on how to use Turbo Chain's Turbo Swap. So for those of you who are curious about how to use Turbo's new swap, here is a tutorial for you.
Hey guys, let me demonstrate to you how you can onboard some Turbo tokens to your Turbo Chain account if you have some other tokens on your centralized exchange. I will use the Binance today. I have prepared some Bitcoin on it, and we'll try to swap it using the Turbo Swap website to the Turbo token and then withdraw it to your account on the Turbo Chain. Let's start with connecting your wallet. And let's go to the deposit page. Select the asset we have, and you will see the address for the deposit here. You can scan it with your mobile application, but because I'm sharing screen, I will just copy it. Let's now go to the Binance application and click Takeout button and withdraw. Choose the Bitcoin token in this case. And then just press and paste the address there. Network will be Bitcoin network. And let's just send the maximum we have and click withdraw. Check up the address once again. Looks right to me. And then click confirm. And now Let's just confirm it with our authenticator and receive the code to email. Let's now wait for the withdrawal to complete. Now withdrawal has completed and we can continue. Let's go to the TurboSwap website and try to swap our Bitcoin. Now you can see we already have some here. Let's swap it to the Turbo token here. Let's click on the wallet icon here. And you will see how much Turbo tokens you will get. That's the exact amount with no slippage. So just click swap here and sign a message. Notice you're signing just a message without sending any kind of transactions and spending any gas here. Let's wait for a moment for swap to finish. That's it. We have 3,338 Turbo coins. Now let's withdraw them to the Turbo chain. Let's go to the withdraw tab, choose Turbo token, choose the maximum value here, then Turbo chain. Click on the magic wand to enter your own wallet address, and then click withdraw. Sign one more message and wait for a moment. That's it. Let's check the wallet now. I had around 5,000 Turbo tokens there, so I believe it should be, yeah, like 8,300 now. That's it. We have them in the wallet.
There you go, guys. Quick little walkthrough tutorial of Lily says Tuba swap. It's turbo swap. Damn it. That's what I'm calling it. What do we got? Hell yeah. Let's hope it rhymes. Yep. Is the XCN Sunday meeting open to everyone or Patreon members? The XCN live stream is open to everyone. It's right here on the YouTube channel. Thank you for everything. Appreciate you always, Rob. Hey, no problem, AKP. No problem, man. I got you. I got you. All right, what else do we got? Say a 1K says, beautiful job by the JASMY community smacking these grifters on the buttocks. Jemmy is a running joke only after 2 weeks of existence, thanks to the resiliency of you. Send JASMY with haste. So as you can see, guys, look at the community, the buys versus the sells, because, you know, this is a project, Jemmy, on Solana, right, that says they're associated with JASMY, but they're not. They're not even in JASMY's ecosystem, right? If you were associated with JASMY, why wouldn't you launch your token in JASMY's ecosystem instead of on Solana, right? So they tried to piggyback off JASMY's community and target our community to buy their coin, to boost the price of their coin. That's what they tried to do here, but they got caught, right? So, all right. So what else happened here? Another $680 million liquidated from the crypto market in the past 12 hours. That's what happens when you play with leverage, guys. That's what happens. Top 10 projects by positive market sentiment on coin market cap. Remember, market cap sentiment isn't everything. Do your own research. JASMY, 88.7%. Love it. Absolutely love it. Great sentiment in the market for JASMY token, guys. Now, interesting what's going on here. Look at the last two bull runs. 2016, December ended plus 30.8. December 2020, it ended plus 46.92. We're only plus 1.01 right now. We got to kick this the rest of this month in the arse. We got to get it going here. Let's get it into gear. Sun is hot in the house. Dumb money. Did you pull the rug from us, Rob? Yeah. Beebs, if Binance releases JASMY from the innovation zone, I expect a solid move up and to the right. I agree. I agree. Okay, what else do we have? Oh, yes. All right. First, let's get through another article. Let's get through another article first. EU's MiCA crypto regulations could impact market liquidity, says Bloomberg. The new EU crypto regulations, set to take effect at the end of the year, are already reshaping the market for digital tokens, especially stablecoins like Tether's USDT. Many crypto exchanges in the EU have delisted the dominant stablecoin, USDT, to comply with MiCA. While the regulations aim to improve oversight and prevent crimes like money laundering, crypto experts warn that they might reduce market activity without fully achieving these goals. Crypto executives warn that the MiCA regulations may reduce market liquidity without meeting their intended goals, potentially making the EU less attractive to digital asset traders at a crucial time. Usman Ahmad, CEO of Zodia Markets, explained that the removal of USDT, the most liquid stablecoin, limits options for EU clients. While stablecoins like USDT are essential for crypto traders to transfer funds, move money across borders, to settle traditional assets, concerns have grown about their use in illegal activities, as witnessed in recent reports of Russia's networks using USDT for illicit transactions. However, Tether has condemned these illegal uses and emphasized its commitment to preventing such activities. In an effort to tighten the overall oversight of the asset class, MiCA requires all stablecoins listed on centralized exchanges must be issued by a company with an e-money license. The issuers must keep up to 2/3 of reserves backing their token with an independent bank and monitor all transactions made for payment purposes. While Circle has received this license, but Tether hasn't obtained it yet, which could lead to its delisting on December 30th. Even with MiCA in place, authorities need better tools to track the illegal transactions, something that is not ready yet. USDT has been widely used in illicit activities, but Tether is working to address this with the new partnership aimed at combating financial crimes. Meanwhile, with President-elect Trump's victory, there is rising expectation that the U.S. will adopt a more crypto-friendly regulatory approach, sparking a market rally. In contrast, Europe is witnessing declining crypto investments, and venture capital in crypto startups is set to hit a 4-year low, raising concerns that it may fall behind the crypto market. Encouraging signs, however, there are some encouraging signs. Crypto owners in the euro area has more than doubled to 9% since 2022. Though the European Central Bank cautioned that the increase may be influenced by the change in survey methodology, despite this growth, the removal of Tether from platforms in the EU is expected to significantly reduce liquidity. As USDT has the most trading pairs globally, traders are likely to face disruptions as they move away from USDT and other stablecoins or fiat pairs. Some exchanges like OKX have already seen traders shift to fiat pairs instead of using other stablecoins. Hey, Rob, if JASMY gets removed from the innovation zone, what price do you think it could reach? I mean, probably run up somewhere between 8 to 12 cents, possibly in the near term. Bitcoin with the inhaler. Yeah, you saw that picture on the side, eh? That's too funny. All right, what else do we have? Speaking of stable coins, Mark Yesko discussion on American crypto assets and altcoin ETFs.
What Trump is doing through this entity that he owns, he, and it's really his son, but because I don't think Donald really understands this stuff, is buying a bunch of crypto, Bitcoin and Hedera and XRP.
A bunch of things that might be approved for ETFs next year.
Shocking how that works.
Right.
And they're talking about exempting American coins. What the fuck does that
From
mean?
capital gains.
From capital gains. So here's the thing. As much as I hate, and I do hate XRP and Cardano, because there's no there. There's no developers. There's no nothing. And look, Brad Garlinghouse he's smarter than me. He's richer than me because he built a big old scam that's working. And no one likes when I say that, but there's no there. And Circle, which actually has a real stablecoin, $42 billion of value, real, backed up by dollars, which is why a strategic Bitcoin reserve would be good for the dollar. Not bad, but real has about a $5 billion market cap. XRP, fully diluted, which has like 50 million in their stablecoin, has $170 billion of value. It's just, anyway, because this is likely to happen. So I think Trump.
I love when people FUD with no research done. It's absolutely amazing. It's amazing when they do it. They make themselves look so bad, and it creates memes for later, right? Check this out, guys. Jim Cramer loses his mind on TV.
And Bernanke is being an academic. It is no time to be an academic. It is time to get on the Bear Stearns call. Listen, open the darn Fed window. He has no idea how bad it is out there. He has no idea. He has no idea.
Kramer.
I have talked to the heads of almost every single one of these firms in the last 72 hours, and he has no idea what it's like out there. None! And Bill Poole has no idea what it's like out there. My people have been in this game for 25 years, and they are losing their jobs, and these firms are going to go out of business, and he's nuts. They're nuts. They know nothing.
Kramer.
I have not seen it like this since I went 5 bid for 500,000 shares of Citigroup when I got hit in 1990. This is a different kind of market, and the Fed is asleep.
Okay, but here's the thing.
Bill Poole is a shame. And Bernanke is being...
Talk about emotions in the market, guys. Holy smokes. Let's finish off with some Hester Pierce, guys. Actually, you know what? We'll save that for later tonight. Let's go back over to the JASMY chart and get into the chat here. Didn't realize how long we've been going so far. So there we go, guys. Looking pretty good there. Magic Power says the removal of JASMY from Binance monitoring zone in early January sends a clear message. Binance and its whales are gearing up to propel JASMY to explosive new highs. Get ready for an unstoppable massive pump. The momentum will be undeniable. I agree. Skim Beebles said to put the brown pants and store that pickle juice. All right. I don't know what you mean, but I dig it. All right. What do you think about Donald Trump proposing to get rid of daylight savings time? I mean, probably, I don't know. It's kind of weird that we have daylight savings time to begin with anyway, right? I mean, I don't know. I don't really care either way, to be honest with you. I mean, get rid of it, keep it. I mean, honestly, I think it'd be better to get rid of it because it's too freaking confusing for most people. Spring ahead, fall behind. I don't know what the hell. I just got 3K back. DCA always works. Nice. That's how it's done, man. That is how it's done. All right, guys, listen, that's the stream. That's the news. That's the chat. I got to get ready to go for a workout. So hit the like if you like this video. Hit subscribe if you really liked it. Make sure that you get over to the Patreon, guys. If you're having trouble on days like today, if you don't know what's going on, if you're emotional, if you don't know what's going to happen, if you need help building an exit strategy or a profit-taking plan, get over to the Patreon, guys. We can help you over there. We have a huge community. We do live group video calls every single day where you can get questions answered, not only by me, but by the entire community, everyone from veterans to beginners over there. So get over to the Patreon. The link is in the description. You can schedule one-on-one coaching calls with me personally as well. We will help you get an exit strategy in place, a profit-taking plan. I actually also uploaded a video there yesterday highlighting 3 microcap gem projects that would be good to you for you guys to add to your watch list, especially when the market is down like this. So if you want those kind of opportunities, guys, get over to the Patreon. Link is in the description. It's in the pinned comments. And yeah, click like, click subscribe. I'll see you guys tonight, 8 p.m. Central.